Hello, welcome. I'm Cindy, and the channel is Scrap Rat, and we are participating in the ABC April 2025 challenge. And today's letter is U, and the only thing I can think of is upcycling. So we're just going to go with that. And actually, I didn't even think of it. I had to look at the prompt list because I could not come up with another one. So I may actually try and take time and watch everybody's videos tomorrow. But I just I want to say thank you for stopping by, and I'm going to show you what I did with these workbooks. If you're not familiar with workbooks, they are old craft magazines. They're full of ephemera. This one is from 1973, and I think the oldest I have here is 64. But they have all kinds of just yumminess in them, and pattern paper, and yeah, just really, really cool. So what we're going to make today is, let me get these out of the way. We're going to make these little ephemera boxes. I have quite a few of these. They are something that what I order to get my what I put my stamps on. It's actually a, here it is, it's a dry erase index card, and this is what the box looked like. Basically, what I did, you can use any box, but what I did was I broke the boxes down, I flattened them out, so I would have a flat box, and I used my, sorry, I forgot it's attached on the top too. That's why these work. Oh boy. So I flattened them out. I went over and I put them in my paper cutter, and I cut them. I used my good paper cutter, not Carl. So start off with those, and you end up with these. So yeah. So I figured I would show you my process on how I made them, and kind of collage them a little bit. I plan on doing a lot more to them. These are pretty much done, but anyways, that's for another time. So what I first want to show you is how to disassemble these little magazines. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but in case you didn't know, sorry about the glare, there's staples on the inside of there, and I probably didn't even give it time to focus. You probably zoom in, and if you're not familiar on how to take staples out, you could use a staple remover. I just usually use this because I don't want to rip the paper. And I flip them over. Sometimes these staples are rusted. These are not, so I'm just going to pitch them. But I save the rusted ones, and I use them to make like collages and stuff. Okay, so there you have full sheets of paper with all kinds of good stuff on it. Have lots of ads on them, and yeah, these are great. You can pick them up very reasonably at the resale shops usually. So what I do is I take one of these pieces of paper. Let's take the front sheet here. And I take this and I flatten it back out. You still got it flat. And I take the side with the flap. Again, you can use any kind of box that you want to. Just disassemble your box and cut it in half. And open up your flap. And you just line, you want overhang on both sides. You just line it up, put your glue stick on, line it up with the top and smooth it out with your little scraper, or I like to use the lid of my glue stick a lot. So you do that and you have this. So when I have this, what I do is I come over here and I kind of cut little bit longer on the side, so I have a you need this to wrap around, but I want it a little bit longer here so I can also have the flap. I'll show you when I get there. But I kind of come around and I cut longer than the flap. And I cut back across there. Okay. So then you have this. Then what I do is I started gluing the flaps down to them. These are some of the older ones that I did. But if you glue the flap down, it makes it a little bit easier. And just so I don't get glue all over my mat, I'm going to bring out this then you would want to find you another piece of paper. Actually, this one was kind of cool, wasn't it? Yeah, we got green. Yeah, sure. We'll do blue. Green and blue. Green and blue. That works. So you would figure out the paper that you want to use for the opposite side. And what we're going to do is we're going to fold it in half. And we're going to kind of come up here. We're going to match it up to the top. I'm not real keen on measuring. So we're going to come up here to the top and we're going to go just a little bit underneath where the bottom of the box is. And we're going to grab our paper cutter. And we're just going to come in and we're just going to snip that off, just like that. Nope, I keep doing that. This is the top. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to glue this. See what we got going on there. Okay. I'm just going to glue this to this side. Go all the way to the edge. One of these sides of the paper that you're putting on here, you're going to want to cut off. So I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. Okay, so we're going to want to cut this side off because I think this side's pretty, right? So we're going to figure out, I'm going to kind of hold it here. I have this side that's going to wrap over, so I know I have plenty of room over here. And I think I'm going to cut it right there. That'll keep it from impeding and on the other side. And it'll still give me enough room to kind of mess around with this a little bit. Hopefully I don't put my head in the frame. Alright. I'm just gonna smooth this out a little bit. Okay. And before we do anything else, actually, yeah, we can go ahead and do it. It'll be alright. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So we're going to take our sides and we're going to wrap them around. Like I said, you can use any box. You can use a pasta box, a cereal box, a box that you got, your Amazon book in or something. Sometimes those little boxes are pretty sturdy. I've done this with lots of different boxes. I'll show them to you at the end. I've taken different boxes and decoupaged them, or just pasted paper over them. Okay, so now you got your sides all glued down and smoothed down. And once again, if you know, you know. I am impatient. I don't wait, and you should wait for it to dry. Let it dry. I won't. But yeah, if you've watched me before, you know, I just can't control it. Just can't. Okay. If you let it dry, you won't get this wrinkling here like that. But it's an ephemera holder. It's going to be all right. Okay, so you're going to take, see how you have your little flappy deals in here? You're just going to cut down. Hopefully you can see to that edge, both sides. I can't even see what I'm doing, but hopefully you can. And we're just gonna cut it down and cut it down. Hopefully I did that right. Okay, and you're gonna fold those two little sides in with the paper. And then we're gonna take, I'm just gonna pull that piece off. We're gonna take this piece here. We're gonna let's fold it back so you can see. We're going to put a little bit of art glitter glue along here, along this paper that we have overhanging, or whatever liquid glue you use. Just put it along there, and we're just going to fold that in. We're just going to tuck it in. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just to kind of hold it from catching on stuff. Okay, and then you just want to come around, tuck your little sides back in, and kind of make your box go back to the way it is meant to be, and you just tuck it in. It's caught up on the side. There you go. And that is how we make them. Well, some of these I have went in, I'm going to put some papers on the bottom of here, but some of them I've went in and kind of glued the base of them a little bit. I'm just going to kind of hold it there for a second. What did I do with the ephemera that I had out? What did I do with it? I had some that I was, oh, I put it in the holder. Ay, ay, ay. It's late. Okay. It would only make sense that I would put it in there and use it, right? Excuse me. Okay. So we're going to use some of this, and we're going to cover up some of the things that, you know, we just I want to keep her though. Use this. Use him there. Oh, I could use that there. Use that there. Cut this part off. Use that somewhere else. Yeah, we're going to cut this down a little bit. And all of these came out of the workbooks that I've disassembled for making these, or making ephemera. And most of what is here has come out of the ones from the 70s, so it's actually the newer ones. Not workbooks, WorkBaskets. They're called WorkBaskets. I bet you I said workbooks at the beginning too. I'm so sorry. Sometimes my brain doesn't work, especially this time of night. Okay, Maybe I'll put them over here. I think I will put them over there. Put him right there. And the reason that we want to do this is not only to cover up the spots that we don't like, or you know, the open spots or whatever, to kind of make it all look collaged, is to also fold it over and use it to strengthen the box. So, and you can just come in with a wet glue if you have a little part that wants to pop up on you. This over here. And then I think this one will be about done. I can finish them up later. Put that there. Oops. And you just kind of keep building on it though until you're happy with it. Happy-ish with that for now. So I think they're cute, and they're uber cheap to make. Great ephemera holders. They will actually hold a they'll actually hold the workbooks. These will. So this is kind of a standard size small magazine. So if you have like the ones that have the music paper in them, or old I know they won't hold the Popular Mechanics, but they will hold most of the smaller magazines like that. And yeah, it's kind of cool. It'll also hold like hymnal paper and stuff like that too. So let me see if I can get to my carousel and show you without bumping the camera too much. These are some boxes that I made. This is one that I'm going to make. Just little sliding. This was from an earbud. And these were from, I can't remember. Smartwatch maybe? Yeah. Which would be smart if I wore it so I could tell how long my videos were, but I don't like it. So, but these I just took the actual box, and I measured it for my paper, and I just took it and I flattened it, and I went around it with the paper, and that one I actually did let dry, and there's very few wrinkles in it. So you can take pretty much any box and upcycle it into an ephemera holder, or to store your markers, or you know, what have you, whatever you need them for. And sorry for sticking my face in there. And yeah, it's cheap and easy, like I said. And yeah, you can get a lot of them for not a lot of work. And yeah, but if you are new watching me, I thank you very much for stopping by. And if you're coming back, I definitely thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so if you like what you saw. And yeah, that's about it. But just wanted to say, hope you have some joy in your life today, and go out and spread your joy with others. And yeah, all be blessed and much love. Thank you. Bye.